My name is Hannah Wilner. I live in Houston, Texas, and I run an executive coaching firm. I do corporate training and also coaching.
So what brought you to the retreat?
I had previously sought out Iboga as a plant medicine to get to know my inner self better, my soul better. And part of that experience was to go to a retreat center in Cancun where I met Erika. And the experience was good. I got what I needed, which was to recognize that I had a deeper connection with myself and my soul. And the experience was also something I knew I could have a redo at it and have a different experience, and maybe a better experience than what I first encountered.
So what was the difference between the retreat that you went to and this week here with the Becoming the Medicine retreat?
Everything. Holistically, everything was different. The environment was different. We created an environment. The retreat center in Mexico was nice and beautiful, and you had your own space, and things were provided for. This environment was just, it's in a closed house. We created our own home and our own nurturing environment. The women that showed up, we had connections with each other, even if they were warm connections. It wasn't just cold going in with random people that we'd never met before, so that made a big difference. And then everyone that showed up was also very intentional about their own development and had all, to some degree, kind of in the same realm of life. So that helped, right? We didn't have people in kind of disparate areas and growth status. So we were all coming together and created this incredible environment for ourselves, and then by nature for each other. The environment of the house was beautiful. The environment of the spirit was beautiful. The talks were amazing. This was much more inclusive. For me, the biggest difference was including the WEL-Systems program into this, because the experience in Cancun was much more just about the plant medicine, whereas this was so inclusive and holistic as far as addressing humans for their holistic nature and our relationship to the quantum, and also how to process things that were coming up through the plant medicine. I definitely feel like, looking back, without having the WEL-Systems, it would be much more challenging to really receive the lessons that plant medicine can give you, because WEL-Systems allows you to integrate it into your life in a very natural and peaceful way. And so the outcome, I think, is much greater and more impactful, much deeper, because of the WEL-Systems piece of this.
So why did you choose to work with Erika?
When I met Erika at the retreat center in Cancun, you could just, from the very beginning, she was in tune with me and with people. She was very selfless in her engagement, very curious, intending clearly to help me, develop. And so I recognized that spirit as an important part of a healing ceremony that I wanted to be a part of. The previous provider that I'd had, and some other people that I've known, are more focused on maybe the tactical or the logical, and not so much the person, is how I felt. And so with Erika, I felt like she cared about me as a person, which is the reason I stayed in touch and asked, to continue having some ceremony once she got her provider, to say, I want to do this again, and I want to have a different experience, one where I feel like I'm cared after. And it was more about the deeper knowing of what my needs were, and making sure that those were met at a grander scale than just using the plant medicine as a tool.
What was your favorite part about this week, this experience that stands out, that when you think about it, it's going to stand out and you're going to remember it?
The connection with the women, and the talks that we had, and just having this beautiful community of support and respect and space and allowing for each other's becoming and our own becoming. That to me is it's been just a unique experience. I have good girlfriends and I've done some really great things. I have never had an experience like this where collectively we've come together as separate units to create a whole space where deep healing could take place for every single person, and uncovering what is next for us. So that's my biggest takeaway is just that environment and the people that I've gotten connected with.
That was my next question, is what are you leaving with? So it sounds like that's what you're leaving with.
Yeah, the connections, and also, I came with specific intentions, and those intentions came through. I was, a lot of things were revealed to me. So personally, I came for what I was looking for, and I gained a much greater blessing in the people and the environment and the conversations that took place.
How do you feel like you're different now than when you got here?
I feel stronger and more clear. I feel more secure in my strength and contribution to people around me. Being able to hold space in an environment where we're having really deep, vulnerable conversations, and knowing that, creating a supportive energy for the conversations is as important as any words that you can say. And so I feel internally I'm taking away my own sense of like deepened strength, Yeah.
And would you recommend Erika and Becoming the Medicine?
I would highly recommend Erika. What I would say is that if you are looking for a holistic, supportive environment, Erika is the only person that I would trust with that experience. She understands on multiple levels and multiple dimensions how to address the issues that we have as humans, right? Yes, women, but humans in general, because it's both the ability to use WEL-Systems and understand how it impacts our lives collectively, and using the tool of plant medicine and the tool of her coaching and the tool of her shamanic guiding to really release and like begin to uncover levels that we don't even know are in there. So she is very gifted. She is the only person that I would trust, and the environment that she's created, I don't believe exists anywhere else. So yes.
Thank you. Is there anything else that you want to say, that you want to share?
Yes. Yeah, if you are interested or feel curious about plant medicine and how it works, again, I think reaching out to Erika would be the perfect opportunity, because she's not about pushing the medicine, it's about finding the right solution for you. And so if you're curious about it, know that it may be calling you. And so be honoring that. So honor that and talk to her. It's an easy conversation. She's the most graceful person to talk to. It's just, she will guide you down the right path and make recommendations, but ultimately you're in control of your future. And this is a incredible way to shed layers and get to know yourself outside of any other opportunity that I've found in this amazing life that I've lived. So,
do you want to speak to your message and how you got your message?
Yes, one of the intentions that I had when I came to this retreat was that I felt there's a message coming through. So I do a lot of public speaking, I do corporate training and leadership training, and I really focus on communication and how important that is. And so when I came, I knew that there was a message, but just not quite sure what it was. And I've had some glimpses of it. So that was something I wanted to find, and it really downloaded because of the WEL-Systems method, which really put my message in context, right? And a whole collective understanding. And then, literally like layering in all of the other information and training and research that I've done and the ways that I teach. So, my message is about the power of humanity. And the power of humanity is our power to choose things like going to a retreat where we can be surrounded and supported by people to expand ourselves. The power to choose our perspective, that there is a higher order that is for us, not against us. The power to choose what we want to do in life because I say so, not because somebody gifts it to me or allows me to do it. That power to choose is the power of humanity, and that's the message that came through very clearly for me this week.
Awesome. Thank you so much.